back with another video, and look at what we got going on here. Before we get into the video though, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Cardi B is out of control, and she decided to assault an innocent reporter who was just doing their job, asking questions like they usually do, because she was upset that people are questioning who is the father of her fourth child.
Hey Cardi, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the fourth time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stefan Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
Cardi,
how you feeling?
Cardi, your court look is amazing. Who are
You're
you
amazing,
wearing?
Cardi. I still love you even though you just threw some stuff at
I
me.
don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that. Do you see women asking those type of questions to me? Do you see women asking those questions to me?
It's a legit
Why do you feel as a man you get to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners. And your mama taught you, respect women.
Now, Cardi B also said, I missed my kid's first day of school today for this. If you think I'm here to play with you, god damn it, I'm not, okay? Now, here's the thing, botch, bitter, pregnant, delusional, and dumb. Okay, you will be receiving 100,000 lashes. How you go to trial for assault and then assault the reporters outside the courthouse? Like, bitch, is you stupid? Now, Cardi B did win her case against Imani Ellis. I think that's the lady's name. And this is what she had to say.
This time around, I'm going to be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm going to make you pay. Because this is not okay. I think people have like this misinterpretations of celebrities. Like, it's like, oh, well, we could ask for this and they're going to settle. You don't work at home and you don't work all day and you don't work for your money to give out your money. So don't ever think that I'm just going to give you my money that I work hard for.
Work hard. If getting knocked up, having writers and payola to push your flop singles is working hard, then I guess you working, okay? If getting face surgery, okay, body surgery every few months is working hard, then I guess you on the top of the list and you're the hardest working female rapper out there. But when we're talking about bars, when we're talking about music, you the least hardworking. Okay, Sweetie works harder than you when it comes to the rapping. She just can't write a hit. How you put out your second album after 7 years? You have more pregnancy eras and PR stunts and court cases than you do album releases, and you talking about working hard? The only thing working is that reckless mouth of yours and that coochie. That's why you get knocked up every other week, okay? So do not try to act like you work hard, sis. There's nothing working other than that yuck mouth ass tongue, okay? Stop the cap, okay? Talking about you work hard. No, you do not. Okay, you need to stop with the lies. That's why you will be receiving 100,000 lashes. Okay, every time I try to give Cardi B the benefit of the doubt, she proves me right every single time. How she's a lazy female rapper that's had everything handed to her. I mean, look how she just get away with crime, and she never gets held accountable from the crimes she commits. Moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat Jealous Type debut at number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100. Let me know how y'all feel about that. She did 2.5 sales, 10 million streams, and 14.6 airplays, okay? Now, I love the song, but Doja, I'm also going to have to give you 50,000 lashes only because you only did 2.5 sales? Like, come on, man. Doja Cat. Doja. You in your pop bag. I mean, you should be doing way more than this. You back in your pop era, and that's all you can fucking do? How you got more airplays than you got streams? Oh my goodness. What the hell? Yeah, so Doja Cat, I love this song. Clearly, y'all don't like it. y'all stopped supporting Doja Cat, and now she can't get a top 10 to save her life. I mean, y'all turned on Doja Cat, but Doja Cat did turn on the black community. And that's probably why she don't got black people supporting her, because she don't date black men. She was in them racist chat rooms. So it is technically her fault. Now, Cardi B posted a TikTok of her corset popping out of her body, dancing after she beat her case in court. A lot of fans are saying, oh, she tricked the fans because she's not pregnant. She tricked the fans. She's wearing a fake belly or a corset. Like, you can clearly see the bump without the corset. I don't know if Cardi B fans are delusional, slow, mentally challenged, but you can still see the bump. Okay? Now, maybe she's eating a lot. Okay? But my whole thing is, why would you get all that surgery to look and walk around like a Oompa Loompa? It just doesn't logically make sense. So in my opinion, I believe Cardi B is still pregnant and she is trying to trick the fans, but she definitely can't trick me. But Cardi B did say that she is planning on doing a tour right after her album drops. This is what she had to say on Instagram Live.
Tour announcement is coming as fast as you guys think. It's coming very, very soon, actually. I'm so excited. After all of this album rollout and album duties, I go straight into tour prep. So there's no time to waste. There's not going to be no time to waste. I'm going straight into tour preparation.
So let me know how y'all feel about that. Here's my thing with Cardi B. I think she definitely be able to do an arena tour. I don't think it will ever be 100% sold out no matter what they say. And I also think that she is doing all the PR stunts to get people riled up about her album, to keep the momentum, but it's not really working because every time you drop a song, it flops, and, the fans are trying to be like, oh, well, Outside did 500,000, it's gold, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it should be. Some people go gold within 2 weeks. I mean, going gold after 2 months ain't really impressive. In the era of streaming, I mean, you should be able to go gold within a month, okay? If people are really streaming your records like that. If they not, you're not going to go gold within a month. It took you 2 to 3 months to go gold. And that's not bad, but that's not extremely great, okay? Especially in the streaming era. Especially since you guys have to refer back to Outside because you don't want to talk about Imaginary Faces, which is no longer on the charts, okay? Imaginary Faces have left the Billboard charts, and Garbage Gang does not want to talk about that. They still talking about Downside, which is going down the charts. You know why? Because that's the only hope that they have. And now they trying to distract the public with Bottega surgeries, and they think that's going to be a hit, and it's not. Now, moving on to Rihanna. So, allegedly, Camel Face wants Rihanna to go on tour in 2026, 2027. Okay, now, remember, a few months ago, there was some speculation that she was doing a stadium tour in London, which I don't know if Rihanna could do stadiums. She might. She got a lot of hits, but I feel like for stadiums, you got to put some new music out. But there were reports that she had to cancel it because she was pregnant. So let me know how y'all feel about it. And the thing is, I feel like if Rihanna doesn't put out any new music, or if she doesn't do this tour, she's going to get sabotaged. If you notice in the last few months, she's been getting a lot of negative press. I don't think that it's just because she's Rihanna. I think people behind the scenes are putting out negative things about Rihanna. It was first she lost $400 million for her business. Then people are saying her products suck. So I think it has a lot to do with the fact that she's not putting out any music. And I think that Camel Face is going to eventually force her to. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on from that, Billboard names Luther by Kung Fu Kenny and SZA, and Mutt by Leon Thompson, the 2 top hip-hop R&B songs of the summer of 2025. Let me know if y'all agree or not. I also think that, Mariah the Scientist, Burning Blue should be put in the conversation. And also, I don't even like this hoe, but Kalani's Folded should also be in the conversation for R&B songs of the summer. Not song of the summer, but R&B songs of the summer. Mariah and Kalani should be put in the conversation, okay? Because everybody was talking about those 2 songs too. But Mutt and Luther had more success. Luther was number 1 for like 7-8 weeks. I think even more than that. And then Mutt was like top 20 at one moment in time. Mariah the Scientist and Kalani can't go top 20, top 10. Let's just be honest. They can't do it. Okay? Kalani for political reasons, which we will not get into. But Mariah the Scientist is going to be very hard for you now because Young Thug basically ruined your career. We're going to get into Bottom Bussy Thugger in a second. But to be quite honest, I think Mariah should definitely part ways with Thug if she wants to have a successful career. Okay? That man is only going to ruin you. And you're going to be thinking the next 5 to 10 years, damn, why did I give it this idiot? Okay? That's probably when he knocks you up. Okay? You become his, 5th, 4th baby mama. Okay? So, I do agree, but I think also Mariah and Kalani need to be added to the list. Now, speaking of the King of Rap, the King of Rap has Thugger upset because he turned down a collaboration back in 2023. Let's listen to what Thugger had to say.
I hope he do it. So do I. I mean, well, even if you don't get... He don't take no money, do he? No. He wouldn't do that. Just think about it. He does so few verses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just doing verses. Like,
right. But that's
the only other person that gets a Kendrick verse is Baby King, and that's like his cousin or his nephew or something.
Right. Too big. I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why when you want to do a feature for a superstar? Like.
Yeah.
You really got Lil Durk calling you for a song. Lil Baby. Thug. Real superstar calling you for a song. Why wouldn't you do the song? We lit, nigga. We going number 1 too. Fuck you thinking?
Now, if Bottom Bussy Young Thug don't sit his bitch ass down, first of all, since when are rappers obligated to do records? I thought Champagne Thickums and his Harry Badussi was the stimulus package. Remember, y'all said he wasn't hot until Not Like Us. This recording was back in 2023. Kung Fu Kenny was on tour for the Mr. Morale album. So that just makes it seem like the only reason why these rappers really mess with Champagne Thickums is because he gives them microwavable verses that his writers write. And Kung Fu Kenny doesn't really fuck with half of these rappers, and that's why they really mad. But that's not all. He continues to complain about Kung Fu Kenny not putting anybody on or posting on Instagram.
No. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Because the shit you and him doing, this shit ain't really doing that.
Right.
Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? You ain't really help nobody. All the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself. You really sit in the studio and work on the album and don't put nobody on the album. Like, God damn, bro, you ain't gonna fuck with nobody. You ain't gonna bless nobody. Bullshit ass king. Like, but it's like, what the hell is you doing? You supposed to be fucking with me, Wham, Dirt. Savvy, you supposed to be fucking with us. You supposed to be calling us like, hey, man, I want y'all young niggas on my album. I'm going to be crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully he do the song, though. All that, I ain't posting no pictures, 6 years shit. Man, watch out. Niggas don't care about all that shit, man. Nobody don't give no fuck about none of that. Instagram is meant for pictures, man. Post your picture, bro. Or just delete your Instagram.
Right.
Now, Harry Bussy Thugger will be receiving 100,000 lashings. First of all, you bottom feeder. Kung Fu Kenny has put several artists on, and Baby Keem is one of them. Family Ties has 1 billion streams just on Payola Fi alone. Okay? For Baby Keem to not really be a mainstream artist like that, that's pretty good. Walmart Yonsei and Holly Bailey don't got a 1 billion stream song, and they under Queen Bee. So how you gonna say he didn't put nobody on when he had all new artists on his album, except for SZA? On G0X, he had all underground male rappers on his album G0X. Okay, the only artist that was popping on his album was SZA. And why, as a grown-ass man, are you worried about Kung Fu Kenny posting on Instagram? It sounds like, to me, you trying to suck on something. You trying to sleep with Kung Fu Kenny, because why are you worried about whether he posts or not? That was suspicious to me. I think Mariah the Scientist need to look into that. Why are you worried about what he posting? Don't you got a girl? I mean, that just don't make no logical sense. Who gives a fuck if Kung Fu Kenny posts on Instagram? Like, that is weird. That means he was trying to sleep with Kung Fu Kenny. I don't care what nobody says. He wants to sleep with Kung Fu Kenny, and that's on that. Because why are you worried about what he be posting? Oh, why don't you post yourself or delete your Instagram? Like, that was just weird. On top of that, he's one of the biggest artists on TDE. He put everybody on TDE on. Schoolboy Q, Isaiah Rashad. He put all them artists on TDE on because he's the biggest one to come from TDE. None of the other ones except SZA are on his level. What are you talking about? You sound slow. And he has worked with several mainstream artists. He's worked with Future, Metro, Playboy, Bottom Bussy, Cardi, Champagne Thickums, ASAP Rocky. He's worked with several mainstream artists. He don't want to work with you because you was trying to sleep with him. That's the real reason. Sit down. I don't want to hear you talk about Kung Fu Kenny no more. Keep his name out your motherfucking mouth. This just proves that Kung Fu Kenny is indeed the king of rap, because he got all the Atlanta niggas begging for features. He mentioned Lil Durk, Lil Baby, and him are all begging to work with Kung Fu Kenny. Okay, how comes y'all not begging to work with J. Cole? J. Cole don't work with everybody. Y'all don't call him out. This just proves that they don't really fuck with Champagne Thickums like that. They just know he's an easy number one. He makes microwavable McDonald's music, and they know it's gonna go straight to number one. But they really want Kung Fu Kenny, because if you didn't want Kung Fu Kenny, you wouldn't be crying on a jail call, whining about not getting a feature. Now, moving on from that, August Alsina, the groomer, has to come to the front of the congregation. He also will be receiving 50,000 lashes because it has been reported his boy toy, Zay, whatever his name is, he met him when he was a teenager or allegedly a minor. So he got called out, and he said, exactly. The even crazier part is that Zoo lied to me about how old he was when we first clicked up. Granted, he was over 18, but the fact still remains, I found out later upon meeting the family. But this information that would require me throwing my N-word under the bus and involving MFs in our story, who ain't worthy, just to appease their own trauma. N-words be so desperate to project their unhappiness and spin a narrative. It is truly a reflection of the deeply unhealed inner child. R. Kelly Alsina. Don't try to turn it on us. He tried to be a master manipulator. Just take responsibility for your grooming ass and call it the motherfucking day. Don't try to pin it on us and talking about, oh, people trying to heal their inner child. No, that's you, okay? Because you seem to like children. And I don't believe that he got with him when he was 18. I think that it was probably a little bit younger, and he just don't want to commit to the truth because he knows that it's a crime. Okay, I'm on to you. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Harry Bussy, Young Thug, and how the industry is taking him out. some tea on the Charb races and her wedding on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and I hope you have a great day.